Hello there everyone and welcome to the channel. Today we will be talking about holocrons, the mysterious information recording systems that Force users use. In today's video we will be going over the history of holocrons and the mechanisms of how they work. A lot of, but not all the information in this video comes from two of my favorite places to get information about some of the different parts of the Star Wars universe. Number 1 is the Essential Guide to Weapons and Technology, and number 2 is the Essential Guide to the Force. They are both officially licensed Star Wars encyclopedias. They are must-reads for hardcore Star Wars fans who enjoy learning about Star Wars Legends content. Now, let's talk about holocrons. Holocrons have been in existence since long before the Old Republic. In fact, we've seen them in Star Wars as long ago as the days of the old Jedi Order. For those of you who don't know, the Jedi Order is essentially the predecessor to the Jedi Order. The Order was created nearly 37,000 years before the Battle of Yavin. So while the holocron probably wasn't created in that same year, it still shows us that they are extremely ancient. Yet, for thousands and thousands of years, they were still used by Jedi and Sith as a way of storing data and recordings. The holocron was created by scientists as a way to record and project. The mechanisms of how they used to make it, which we will get into in a little bit, allowed for unlimited storage. It probably seemed too good to be true, which it sort of was. You see, it was extremely hard to operate, and producing them was equally as difficult. So the inventors gave up on these experimental holocrons. They instead decided to use other means of storing data like datapads, which although easier to use, do not have an unlimited storage supply. However, Force users embraced this technology and figured out how to use it. The Jedi, and Sith were able to record messages from ancient, powerful, and wise masters who gave them advice. This was especially helpful for the Sith, who started using the rule of two, which meant that they didn't have hundreds of Sith lords walking around to give younger students advice. Sith could watch the holocron and gain knowledge. Now that we've gone over some history about them, let's talk about how they actually work. The inventors who created the holocrons used a complicated system. It can hold an unlimited amount of data and did not require an independent power source. The holocron has a storage crystal matrix, an interference crystal shell, an activation panel, a holocron projector, and an electrum frame, and often had different unique etchings on the outside which were created by whoever built the holocron. Jedi holocrons and Sith holocrons often varied in shape. Jedi holocrons were often cubical, while Sith holocrons were generally triangular prisms. Holocrons could be opened by using the Force, which would allow them to see the message that was being played. And in many scenarios, they could only be opened by either a light side Force user or a dark side Force user, depending on who created the holocron. Not all of them were like this, however most were. The way the holocron worked was it would take information and data from a Jedi or Sith, store that information in the holocron. Then a Jedi or Sith from the present era could activate it and talk to a projection of that Jedi or Sith as if they were still alive. The projection will answer based on the knowledge of the previous Jedi or Sith. So you are essentially talking to a Jedi or Sith from years in the past. Pretty cool and probably pretty useful. Now some holocrons hid information from younger Jedi who were not ready to learn certain facts, sort of like a parental lock. As they grew older, wiser, and stronger in the Force, they could learn things that they previously were not allowed to. So there you have it. Those are what holocrons are, how they work, and some history of them. I hope you enjoyed it. Now I sort of talked about this at the beginning of the video, but this information comes from Legends, not canon. If you're interested in learning more about Legends, why not give the channel a follow? I mostly make Legends content on this channel, so why not give it a follow? Anyway, thank you for watching, and may the Force be with you.